In the world of Korean entertainment, where glamour and scandal coexist like two sides of a coin, no one is untouchable. Even a A-list actor like Kim Soo Hyun, who recently dominated the small screen with the hit drama Queen of Tears, is not immune to the whirlwind of controversy. But this time, the story goes beyond the usual dating rumors or tabloid headlines. Behind the recent seizure of Kim Soo Hyun's luxury apartment lies a fierce legal, media, and moral battle, where the lines between victim and perpetrator are more blurred than ever. Part 1, Classy strikes first, a heavy blow from a former partner. On June 12, Korean media outlet Koreabu broke the news. Cosmetics company Classy's, a former advertising partner of Kim Soo Hyun, had officially seized one of his luxury apartments in the high-end Galleria Foray complex. The move wasn't spontaneous. Classy's filed the request with the court on May 8, and it was approved by the Eastern Seoul District Court on May 20. The reason? Kim Soo Hyun allegedly refused to pay a 3 billion South Korean won penalty, over $2.2 million, for breaching the endorsement contract after his private life scandal impacted the brand's reputation. What makes this more significant is that the apartment was purchased between 2013 to 2014, during the peak of Kim Soo Hyun's career after My Love from the Star. Now, that very symbol of success has been turned into a repayment asset, marking a shocking turn in his public image. Part 2, Kim Soo Hyun fights back, when the victim is treated like a culprit. In response to public outrage and media frenzy, Kim Soo Hyun's legal team issued an official statement. Their main argument: Kim Soo Hyun is not the party at fault, but rather a victim of the Garo Sero Institute, a controversial YouTube channel notorious for exposing celebrities. The actor's lawyer emphasized that while brand partners have suffered financial losses due to the scandal, the responsibility lies with the source of the misinformation, namely Kim Sae Ron, the head of Garo Sero Institute, not with Kim Soo Hyun. This raises a larger question that gripped Korean society. Are we living in an era where victims must compensate others for damages they didn't cause? Part 3, the allegation of underage dating. Where's the line between free speech and defamation? The heart of the scandal traces back to an explosive claim made by Garo Sero Institute in March 2025. They alleged that Kim Soo Hyun had dated actress Kim Sae Ron in 2015, when she was still a minor. Kim Soo Hyun quickly and firmly denied the accusation, admitting to a past romantic relationship with Kim Sae Ron but clarifying that it only began in the summer of 2019 and ended in the fall of 2020, after she had reached adulthood. Crucially, no verifiable evidence has been provided by Garo Sero to support their claim. Yet, the damage was done. In South Korea, where public opinion often holds more sway than legal proof, even unconfirmed rumors can derail an entire career. And that's something Garo Sero seems to have mastered. Part 4, Kim Soo Hyun strikes back, a legal counteroffensive from the accused. Unwilling to let his reputation be destroyed, Kim Soo Hyun's agency, gold medalist, launched a powerful legal counterattack. They filed criminal charges against Kim Sae Ron and Kim Sae Ron's family for violating the Sexual Violence Punishment Act, defamation under the Information and Communications Network Act. Additionally, they filed a civil lawsuit demanding 12 billion South Korean won, over $9 million, in damages. If the court rules in Kim Soo Hyun's favor, Kim Sae Ron and Kim Sae Ron's family could be held jointly liable for all damages inflicted on the actor's career and image. Legal insiders say the proportion of fault will be determined later, but the precedent is clear. From being a passive victim, Kim Soo Hyun is now taking an assertive stance to reclaim justice. Part 5, Court rulings and frozen assets, signs of the tide turning. On June 11, the Seoul Central District Court rejected an appeal filed by Garo Sero Institute, which had tried to overturn a prior restraining order that barred them from stalking or harassing Kim Soo Hyun. The court reaffirmed that members of the YouTube channel had violated the Anti-Stalking Act. Moreover, 2 luxury apartments owned by Kim Sae Ron were temporarily frozen, a direct request from gold medalist. In a striking reversal, just as Classy's seized Kim Soo Hyun's assets over brand damages, his agency now moved to freeze the assets of those who defamed him. This legal symmetry speaks volumes. Conclusion: a justice battle or a wake-up call for Korean media? From an iconic actor to the center of a media storm, Kim Soo Hyun's story is not just about celebrity gossip, it's a case study on how rumors, unchecked media, and trial by internet can devastate lives. But rather than crumble, Kim Soo Hyun and his team chose to fight back through the legal system, demanding accountability from those who weaponized falsehoods for clicks and views. In a society where being accused often equates to being guilty, this saga may set a crucial legal precedent for Korean celebrities. That they have the right to resist, the right to defend their name, and most importantly, the right to be treated fairly, no matter how famous they are. Korean entertainment's golden boy, Kim Soo Hyun, is facing one of the biggest personal and professional crises of his career. On June 12, it was revealed that the actor, fresh off his success in Queen of Tears, has had one of his luxury apartments confiscated by cosmetics brand Classies, following a messy contract dispute tied to his ongoing personal scandal. According to Korean media, Classies requested the seizure of Kim Soo Hyun's property on May 8, and the Eastern Seoul District Court approved the move just 12 days later. The apartment in question is one of 3 units he purchased nearly a decade ago at Galleria Foray, one of Seoul's most exclusive residential complexes. The reason? A 3 billion South Korean won, $2.2 million penalty that Kim allegedly failed to pay after Classies claimed their brand was damaged due to his rumored involvement in an underage dating scandal. From endorser to legal target, Classies' legal move is unprecedented in Korean showbiz. Rarely do brands take such aggressive action against former endorsers, especially ones with the reputation and commercial power of Kim Soo Hyun. But this case appears to be more than a typical business dispute. Instead, it's the result of a cascading fallout from online accusations spread by the controversial YouTube channel Garo Sero Institute, led by Kim Sae Ron. The channel alleged in March 2025 that Kim Soo Hyun had dated actress Kim Sae Ron in 2015, when she was still underage. Kim's side strongly denied the claims, admitting that they dated, but only between summer 2019 and fall 2020, well after Kim Sae Ron became an adult. However, the damage was already done. Brands panicked. Public opinion turned cold. And now, even his real estate is being used as collateral for a scandal he says was based on misinformation. A legal war on 2 fronts. Far from remaining silent, Kim Soo Hyun and his agency, gold medalist, are fighting back. They've filed a criminal complaint against Kim Sae Ron and Kim Sae Ron's family, citing defamation and violations of the Sexual Violence Act under Korean law. In parallel, they're pursuing a 12 billion South Korean won, $9 million civil lawsuit for damages. In a dramatic twist, gold medalist has also successfully requested a freeze on 2 luxury apartments owned by Kim Sae Ron himself. The tables are turning fast. Moreover, on June 11, the Seoul Central District Court rejected Garo Sero's appeal against a stalking ban, which prevents them from further harassing or following Kim Soo Hyun. The court affirmed that the YouTube group's behavior constituted a violation of Korea's anti-stalking law.